Alright, so I want to start off this video by apologizing for the informality of this video a little bit. As you can see, I'm just kind of shooting this in my car actually right before work. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I know you can all attest to this, you know, and it seems like when things don't go right, other things don't go right, and so I know I posted a couple weeks ago about my wife having her appendix out, and I appreciate you guys being understanding of that and my slow response to emails or discussion board posts, anything like that. I really appreciate it. That was a rough week, and then right when we thought she was getting better, everything was doing good, all of a sudden, boom, life happens again, hits her with strep throat. So it's been on the home life for the past couple weeks. It's been kind of a rough going. So luckily today things seem to be getting better. She's back to good health. Everything seems to be going pretty good. So it's kind of nice now. I can breathe a little bit and get back into my normal routine. So, and just in time for the end of the semester here. So this week, lesson 13 is going to be our final week of actual instruction. So next week is the last week of the class. Don't be confused there. We still do have next week. But this is the last week of new material. After this week, there will be no more new material. I'll just be focusing on some finishing assignments and then taking that final exam next week. So this week we finish up the last bit of the material for the course, but with that does come an exam. Exam number 4. This exam will cover the previous 3 chapters, and including this week's material. And so make sure that, you know, if you can, try and get a jump start on that exam this week. One thing that is different about this exam from the past ones is if you want to retake it, you can actually just do so right then. So because it's the end of the semester and it gets really busy around this time with other things as well, just finishing up grading things, everything that comes with the end of the semester. I've made the exam so that you can actually just take it twice. Before you would have to take it once and then notify me that you've met with a tutor or you've met with someone and gone over it, and then I'd go in and then give you another attempt. This one right off the bat, you can try it 2 times without contacting me. If you want to try it more than 2 times though, you will need to contact me. So feel free, if you take the exam and you're not happy with your score, look over your problems that you missed and then just go ahead and go right in and retake it. The exam is open through Saturday, and if you don't get that second retry in by Saturday, just let me know and I can then go extend that date for you. So that's really the big thing with the exam this week. Just make sure that you get that in. I know these last 3 weeks of the semester are pretty tough. Last week we had the book report, this week we got exam, next week we got final exam. But you're so close. You're like right there. You can see the end of the tunnel. After this, there's not a semester that starts, you know, a week later, so you get yourself a little breather. I know a lot of you will be finishing up pathways after this class, so hopefully you're on to maybe doing BYU Idaho online and pursuing that degree. Maybe you're going to transfer and go to a local school, whatever it be. It's exciting times that will be coming up after the end of the semester as you continue on in your education. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, email, discussion board, text me, whatever you need. I'm here to help you and really support you through the end of the semester. One last thing I do kind of want to mention is about your grades. If you go through your grades and you have questions like some of the common ones that come up is like, oh man, I didn't realize I didn't submit that attendance report or something like that, feel free to reach out to me with any question that you have, and I will answer those for you. This week is a good week to do that. A bad time to do that is like towards the tail end of next week. The reason being is because there's just, at the end of the semester for on my end, just trying to get all the final assignments graded and published and a lot of end of the semester stuff. It helps me out quite a bit. If you have any concerns about your grade, let's try and get those resolved this week, so that next week we can go into the week just knowing, okay, I just got to get that final exam done, and then I can and a couple other assignments, really just focusing around your book report and sharing with others what you learned from your book report and move on. So check your grades. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Alright, hope everyone has a good week, and we'll talk to you next week.